and welcome to day 9 of 24 recipes till Christmas. Today we're making sautéed shrimp, Camarão Suado, the way my mom makes it. And it's super delicious. It's a great appetizer, but you can also serve it as your main meal. It's a great suggestion to serve for New Year's Eve. It's super simple to make and very delicious and impressive to serve your guests. Let's get into it. So for this recipe, we're going to be using shrimp, obviously, and the number of the shrimp you usually are able to tell on the box. This one is an 812. So you want a nice sized shrimp with the skin on and the head on, like a complete shrimp, because that's where this dish is going to get all the flavor from. Trust me. You do not want to use just a bag of peeled shrimp. And you're able to pick up these boxes usually at any fish store, a Portuguese grocery store, and sometimes even at a Canadian grocery store. And it comes in a box. You're also going to need a big onion chopped up, garlic that we're going to grate into our dish. We're going to need some mustard. I'm using Dijon mustard, salt and pepper, and hot sauce, Tabasco sauce or any kind of hot sauce. We also need some tomato paste. I'm just using frozen tomato paste. We're going to use brandy and port wine. Let's get into it. We're also going to need to top it off with a bit of butter. So when you buy your box of shrimp, the shrimp is going to come with all his little feet or her little feet, and the tail, obviously, and the feelers. And what you want to do is you just want to cut off the feet, like I've done to these ones, and the feelers. And the easiest way to do that is to take a scissor and just cut along and just cut them off. So this would be the easiest way to do it, with just a kitchen scissor. And you just want to cut them off. You also want to see if your shrimp comes with this piece here. It is a hard piece, and you want to cut this off because you don't want your guests to hurt themselves on this piece here. So it would depend on where you get your shrimp from, or I want to say where the shrimp was caught. Some shrimp will have this piece and others will not. Okay, so we have the shrimp. We've cut out all the feelers and that top part here. So we're gonna start building our dish in a deep pan. I'm using my brazier, and you want something that has a lid, which this is my brazier's lid. Because you're gonna saute them, you want them to, the shrimp are gonna sweat in this mixture. So we need a lid for it. So you want a deep pan with a lid. And now we're gonna start building our dish before we put it on the stove. Into our brazier, we're gonna give it a swig of olive oil. We're gonna add in our onions. We're gonna microplane in our garlic. So you can also use like a garlic press, or you can just use like minced garlic as well. I find this OXO microplane is really good. I just have cubes of tomato paste that I've frozen. So this would be probably like 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. We're also gonna add in a tablespoon of mustard. So the hot sauce would be depending on how much you like to put in it. If you want it more spicy, less spicy, we're putting in 2 teaspoons. We're also gonna do a shot of the brandy. You can also use like whiskey. See? Yeah. And a shot of port wine. We're gonna add in some salt and some pepper. And I'm just using freshly ground pepper. So now you're gonna mix it all up with a spoon. So now you have this paste. So what we want to do with our shrimp now is we're going to roll it in this paste, and you just, so you want to just roll the shrimp and you put it over here. I just want to mention that here I have 2 boxes of shrimp, and each box had 10 shrimp in it, just so you can gauge how much you need for, you know, if you're serving this as an appetizer or if you're gonna serve it as like a dinner. Just make sure that you have enough for everyone. We're gonna have this as like a dinner. There's 4 of us. All right, so now our shrimp is ready to go in. We've coated all the shrimp with the paste that we made, and now we're just gonna dab it with some butter on top, and then we're gonna put it on the stove. So now we have it on the stove, covered. I have it just on medium heat, and we're gonna let that go for about 15 to 20 minutes without touching it, because we want it to cook in like the steam. So they've been sauteing for about 10 minutes, and we're just gonna give them a quick stir. As you can see, they're changing color already. They're getting to be that nice pink color. So it's been 15 minutes now, and as you can see, the shrimp has turned complete pink color or orange. And we can also tell that the onion is cooked. So it is done. The shrimp is done. We can now turn it off. See how it's beautiful pink color, and the sauce is nice and creamy. We're gonna turn it off, and it's done. Here we have our sauteed shrimp. This came together super easy, super quick. You want to serve it inside the pan that you just cooked it in. It goes on the table like that because all this sauce in here, you're going to use your beautiful Portuguese bread to soak up all the sauce. So now comes the most difficult part, which is the tasting. This is a very messy dish. You got to make sure you have lots of napkins. And for my Canadian friends, yes, you got to peel the shrimp. And a recommendation, if you suck the shrimp head, there are a lot of juices in there. It's very good. Super delicious to do that. And just a quick story. This was actually the first dish I ever made for Watson when we started dating, and I wanted to impress him. So I made this dish, and I mean, he loved it, but most of the time I had to peel all the shrimp for him because he doesn't know how to peel shrimp. All right, so here is my shrimp. It is perfect. You never want to overcook shrimp. 15 minutes is plenty. As soon as it starts turning pink, you know that it's almost done. And now the most important part, we're gonna taste the sauce with our bread. And that's why you take the pan, you put the pan right on the table. The sauce is perfect. Not spicy at all. So depending on the spice level that you want, you can just adjust it. But this is a perfect dish to serve, and it's so impressive. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Make sure that you are subscribed and hit the notification bell so you know when my next recipe comes out. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.
When the neighbors call, I hit the road. Baby, let it snow.